Hey everybody, welcome back to Verified by Vic, and today we're going to be taking a look at this wooden chopping board. I'm kidding. So, here's a scenario for you. When, let's say you're at home, you're about to cook a nice meal. Let's say you're going to cook a nice French lamb rack. What do? The first thing that you reach for, oh man, we're going to spice this baby up. I'm going to reach for my stainless steel pan. Put it on the frying pan, sear it, and hope to God that I get that temperature right, that golden medium rare that we're always looking for. Sure, you could reach for a meat thermometer. You can use the golden hand texture rule. We've all seen Iron Chef, we've all seen Kitchen Nightmares, but how can you find a foolproof way to get the right temperature every time? I'm gonna show you today. Check this out. So, putting these guys away for now, I want to introduce what I call a sous vide. So this is a Joule branded sous vide, and I got this as a gift about a year ago, and I've been using it a ton, and I love this thing. This is actually one of my favorite all-time kitchen appliances, not only because it has such a simplistic look. Check it out, it's like an Apple product. You can put this in the Apple store right next to your MacBooks and your iPads and your iPod Air. But this thing is oh so simple. All it is a device that basically regulates the temperature of a water bath. We've got our Joule immersion cooker over here, and we've got our rack of lamb. Now, how do we cook it? How do we get from here to a perfect dinner? Well, I'll show you how. So, down here I've got a couple of things actually that I want to show you. First of all, I've got this big bucket of water. You might ask, what the heck is this for? Or even this bucket of water. What the heck are these supposed to do to help me cook this piece of lamb? Well, it's simple. To use this, I just need to put this device into any container filled with water, and that's how we cook the lamb. Now, this one's a little too small, so that's why I'm gonna put him in this big bucket that I found around the house. See, the joys and the beauty of using the sous vide machine is that it attaches to any piece of hardware, any container that you just have lying around, depending on the size of what you're trying to cook, right? So, why don't we go in for this? All you're gonna need is this bucket, this device, a handy dandy Ziploc bag that you have lying around. It could be even a dollar store bag, doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna put this guy, after I've seasoned him and everything, into the bag, seal him up, put him into the immersion bath. So we're in the Joule app over here, right? So it comes pre-populated with a lot of basic ingredients based on a number of different items that you could potentially cook. So if I went into the lamb section, it looks like you have leg of lamb, lamb shank, and lamb chops. Unfortunately, there is no French lamb rack in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hop onto Google real quick. Where is my Google Chrome? Go on to rack of lamb sous vide recipe. Now, the internet is a really great source here. I usually like to use Anova's website because they have a ton of articles on basically everything. Recipe. It'll say 130 Fahrenheit or 54.4 Celsius for an hour. Prep time 30 minutes. To get medium rare, you can select your rarity. Let's go with medium rare. So now that we know that this is the temperature we're going for, 130 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to go back into my Joule app. Connect to the Joule. Give it a moment there. As per usual, our technology is not cooperating with us when we want it to, especially on a tech demo. So here we go. Starting the Joule, and we're doing 130 degrees Fahrenheit at now it's preheating, right? So I can set a timer. We said we wanted an hour. Set the timer, and now that we've got the timer set to go, I can add my food now and have the timer start automatically when it reaches temp, which is one of the great features I like about this app. One of the things I don't like about the app is also the limited pre-made recipes that are on there. I believe that, according to at least the resources I see, Anova has a much better selection. So if you're looking for much more like in-app pre-made, you want an all-in-one, maybe look at Anova. But I love this machine just because it's small, it's portable. I can literally bring it with me on a trip, and I definitely have thought about that. And I can bring it out, cook a steak wherever I want, get it to perfection, right? So it'll alert us, we can leave the house, right? It'll even tell us how long it's gonna take. Sous vide generally takes a few hours, so just leave it, set it and forget it, and we're done, right? So let's say you are cooking something other than lamb or even steak. You want something medium, or you prefer just well done. So you can actually go into the app now, and let's say I'm cooking a nice fat juicy steak. We'll go into a basic steak for now. It'll tell you both the temperature as well as the recommended time of how you want to do it. So if we go to set temp, we can choose medium rare, rare, medium, and that'll actually adjust for what temperature the sous vide regulator is cooking at. So we'll set the time as well. It'll ask you fresh, frozen, how thick is your steak as well, and that'll change up how long it takes. So if we get a 2-inch steak, it'll take 2 hours, versus a 1-inch steak, it's gonna be 1 hour. And from there, you can set it and forget it, and come back to a perfectly cooked steak. So, having said all of that, we've taken a look at the app, searched the internet for some recipes. If you are purchasing this as a gift for someone who's not so technically savvy, maybe they don't want to use an app, they don't want to go on the web to find a perfect accompaniment for them, would be something like a sous vide recipe book. There's a ton of them out there. I like this one. It's got a good reference of basically all the different types of, ingredients that you could potentially use. Flip to the lamb rack section. It'll tell you the temperature as well as the time, and a little bit of recipe as well. So you can try things out, sous vide, everything. Highly recommend this book, really good. One more thing to keep in mind is all of these sous vide temps, not just this product, but all sous vides in general, will bring your meat to just undercooked. So it'll be slightly more raw than what you're used to, and when you take it out of the bag, it's gonna look kind of gray and gross. And the reason why that is the sous vide brings it to the perfect internal temperature, just below perfection. What you want to do is put it onto a searing hot pan, finish it off on a pan, get that nice caramelization on each part of the meat, and then you're ready to serve. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One of the limitations of this sous vide specifically, because this has such a simple form factor, you can see that there is no digital dial on it. Unfortunately, it's like one of the reasons why I like it. Small form factors could be a reason why someone else potentially might not, because there's no digital dial. You have to use the app to set all the temperatures, whereas I believe in an Anova product, you can actually set the temperature right from the sous vide itself and potentially use it without an app at all, okay? One of the main drawbacks here for someone who may not want to use a app for everything and maybe isn't as technologically savvy. So one of the key benefits, portability. One of the key disadvantages is you cannot use it without the app. So other than that, I mean, I love this thing. I've been using it quite some time. Easy to store. I will always say it's a conversation starter a lot of times when we have guests over, so that's always good. It comes at a price point of about $349.97 Canadian. It's a tool that you can keep with you for many years, and it really has not failed on me. I haven't had any issues with it so far. So I would say that this is Verified by Vic. It's not a complicated tool. It just does one thing and does it really well. So I'd recommend a sous vide and this sous vide to anyone. I would give this product, honestly, a 5 out of 5. I love this product. It's 5 Vics out of 5. You heard it right here, folks. 5 Vics out of 5. Honestly, I'm very happy with this product, and I'm really glad that I got it as a gift. Looks beautiful, works well. No complaints here. I hope you all enjoyed that video of the Breville Sous Vide. I'm planning to make a lot more videos on this channel from here on out, so you can hold me accountable by liking and subscribing down below, showing some support here, giving me that boost I need to just get some more videos out. The more subscriptions I get, the more likes I get, the faster I crank this stuff out. I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it anyways, so I would really appreciate it if you showed your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.